These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.
Hello on this Thursday, I'm Megan Thompson with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. ABC15 is following up on international students losing their visas at Arizona State University. So we now know 50 students have lost their visas. Just last week, we told you that number was at 8. Immigration lawyers tell ABC15 they have never seen this level of mass revocations of student visas before, but they say that doesn't change whether they can continue their education.
If they verify that you are not, like basically they log in into the system and they see that your record was revoked, your registration was revoked, then try to reinstate it. Ask if it's possible to reinstate it. Sometimes in universities, they can reinstate that status on their end. If it is not possible, be prepared for the worst.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said last month more than 300 visas have been revoked. Most of them are students, as the administration looks to crack down on people involved in pro-Palestinian protests. ASU officials previously told us the students who had their visas revoked are unrelated to campus protests. It appear in most cases stem from legal infractions. ABC15 reached out to the lawyers of the group and ASU for an update on the additional student visas being revoked, but we have not yet heard back on that.
So you spent your whole date getting to know each other, talking about me.
Don't flatter yourself. No, we did not spend the whole time talking about you.
Lori Daybell representing herself in an Arizona courtroom, questioning Nancy Jo Hancock here. The state called Hancock as a witness as she had started dating Charles Vallow just before he was shot and killed in 2019. Daybell is accused of conspiring to kill him. Now, court does resume today, and ABC15 will continue to live stream the trial on ABC15.com and your favorite streaming platform. Also on our website, new details from the trial and what's ahead in the coming weeks of court. Well, this morning, our Operation Safe Roads team is putting a spotlight on distracted driving. April is Distracted Driving Awareness Month, and every year in Arizona, there are thousands of crashes due to distracted drivers. A Glendale traffic cop says people he pulls over for distracted driving, they know they're not allowed to do it, but still, many of the crashes he sees on the road are because someone wasn't paying attention. According to ADOT stats, after cell phone use, eating and drinking is the second most common way distracted drivers end up crashing. At the state capitol, the Arizona Senate is taking action to help lower Valley gas prices. Lawmakers passing legislation to expand the list of gas blends for Maricopa County in the summer months. ABC15 political reporter Manuelita Beck has been staying on top of this one for you. House Bill 2300 now heads back to the House for a final vote. If it passes, it'll then head to the governor's desk. The expansion to the light rail is set to open now in June. Valley Metro announced the South Central extension will be operational starting on June 7th. The expansion includes a new downtown hub connecting the existing line to the new one.
Tracking your most accurate forecast on this Thursday, I'm meteorologist Jorge Torres. It'll be toasty, to say the least, later this afternoon in the valley. With temperatures this morning, though, starting off in the lower 70s, lower 90s at noon. And there is a high today, 100 degrees. Our first 100 of 2025, and what was a high record set back in 2018. We also have some air quality concerns today because of the light winds and the abundant sunshine. So we'll be under an ozone high pollution advisory today. So if you have those respiratory issues, asthma, COPD, bronchitis, you want to limit your time outside today here in the valley. Not only that, because it's going to be hot too. 100 this afternoon. Same in Gila Bend, Quartzsite 100. Northern Arizona, high staying in the mid 70s for Flagstaff, Heber, and Show, and 80s and 90s as you head through parts of Gila County. Now, your 7-day forecast showing those temperatures going from 100 today to 102 tomorrow, and those temperatures still hot for the weekend. In the high country, we'll keep those highs in the mid 70s through at least Friday, lower 70s on Saturday, and back in the 60s beginning on Sunday.
For the latest headlines, weather and traffic, head on over to ABC15.com, or you can download that free ABC15 mobile app.
These latest headlines from ABC15 are sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys. One call, that's all.